Hey, what's up everybody? I found something super interesting this weekend. It's a promotional piece for a video game I've never seen before. And I know in the past certain video game comic books have gone up in price, like The Witcher. Recently an old Sonic promo comic went up in price. I remember reading the Halo comics a couple years ago. Those were really good. So this kind of caught my attention that maybe it's something that we could look at later on down the line, because it's based on a video game that's so popular. I went to my local Tuesday Morning, which is not a store I normally go to. I don't know, it's kind of like an old people store. If you have it, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't have it, you probably have no clue what I'm talking about. But I went there because occasionally you'll find like some older Star Wars toys. When I say older, I mean like a couple seasons ago. I actually came across this. I know it's a huge phenomenon. I know a lot of people like it. There's a couple things I want to point out about this. One, the cover is beautiful. It's organic in the sense that super old school looking, where you have the cowboy on the train. I bought this thinking, okay, you know, that looks really cool. I'll read it and I'll give the keychain to my kid, right? Okay, so I looked a little bit more into this, and this came out a couple years ago. Interesting things to me that I should point out are, one, that it's made by Blizzard. And Blizzard is a very entrepreneurial business in the sense that they do a lot of things themselves, and they see the opportunity to do better. So they came out with a comic book. This is theirs. They didn't give the rights to someone else like Boom Studios or Dark Horse or whatever. Thought that was interesting. And also that I bought it for $3.99, which is in the realm of retail price for comics. But here's the interesting thing. It says compared estimated value to $10, which is interesting to me because I know it comes with a keychain and the book, but $10 is kind of a lot for this. Then I actually read the book and it's only like 10 pages long. That would make sense to where these things didn't sell well and aren't sought after right now. Because if the comic book is half as long and twice the price, why would you buy it, right? So in theory, you know, maybe people aren't buying these. Maybe later on this will be kind of a scarce item. I don't know. I'm not trying to create like a spec item or something. Before I open it, I want to point out that there's actually several of these keychains, several promotional pieces. And this was number 1, and another character was number 2 and 3 and 4. Each keychain came with a comic book and they were all different numbers. And so I had to look at all these because I noticed, because they're so pressed in tight in this plastic, so tightly, some of them were damaged at the bottom because of the figure. But I don't know, it's really nice packaging. Well, let's go ahead and open it up. The book's not worth anything on eBay. Not that that's why you should buy comics. So I asked my friend about this and he'd never seen it either. But then I asked a separate friend who's not into comics if he'd heard about this, who is into the game Overwatch. And he said, yeah, it's supposed to give a little bit of backstory about the characters. Look at that. That is awesome. So again, like, I love the artwork. The artwork is great. It says Train Hopper coming along the side, or along the top. Again, it's a short book, but the artwork is fantastic. I mean, it's great. It's great artwork. Let's open up the keychain. Wow, it's heavy. It's a good quality keychain. If you're into this game, that's definitely, okay. That gives the price a little bit. It's not a cheap little plastic, like get out of the quarter gumball machine thing, you know what I mean? So after I bought it, I tried to look into it a little bit, and I found that you can actually read this for free through Blizzard's website. You just kind of Google Overwatch comic book, and they have a PDF that you can just read. And obviously you can go to read comics online and read any comic book, but I thought it was interesting that Blizzard, the people that put this content out, also put this in a digital space. So again, there could be some scarcity there, that the comic is available digitally, so a lot of people didn't have to go out and buy the physical edition. And then the price thing, and that's another thing, is that because they're packed in so tight and they're a couple years older, and you know, a lot of these people at these discount stores don't care about condition of this kind of thing. They probably don't even know it's a comic. They probably just think it's the backing. but because they're in so tight, it made it really difficult to find a like near mint or good shape one. So it's another reason why this could be a scarce thing. Finding these in good condition could prove difficult. Or maybe it's just my area, I have no clue. But I did read it, and the book was really fun. It was, like I said, it was stupid short, but it was fun. I have no clue about the characters. I guess this is a good character to read about. I'm not gonna spoil it, but basically, you know, there's a shootout on a train, and that's awesome, you know? It's fun, and it was well written, and the art was awesome. The art was really good. I'm considering going back, really considering going back for issue 2 and maybe 3. Buy this or don't buy this. You can still go online and read it for free, and it took 5 minutes, you know, but it was worth it. It was cool. And I'm sure someone who plays the game can tell me, oh, well, this part means this, you know, this thing is part of the game, or what. I'm not that guy. I have no clue. But I just wanted to ask you guys, have you seen this comic before? I think that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Oh, and I'm wearing my favorite Ant-Man shirt. My only Ant-Man shirt. I should say my favorite hero shirt. How cool is that? This is from the first movie.